right here. I got next.
About game time and the pain time.
Everyone, and welcome, and we've got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams, the second in a row. We'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Shoots it. The shot by Pierce, no good. Here's New York. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
To the paint. They get it back.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Pass to Christie. To stop the run. Sorber with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The 3 from MP, and he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 9.
Oh, you can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
Outside Pierce. Pass to Bullard. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
The 3 from MP. And again, New York with the triple.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know Momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Fires the three. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York. The three does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Knicks on offense. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 13. Bullard the pass to Christie. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Fredrickson. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. No good on the 3. The Knicks leading by 13. Banks dishes to MP. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, my goodness. MP tried to bring the house down.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. And he drives in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. There's a screen. Hands it from downtown. MP's got 20.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Christie. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. Going inside. Here's Fredrickson. The Knicks pull it in. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lets the 3 fly. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the New York Knicks taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team. So it's the Knicks now. Picked by Williams. A 3 from MP. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the Knicks making a change here. Winston's checked in. with the drive. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
What strength from MP, shrugging off the physical defense like it was nothing.
At the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Here's Kolomak. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Dadier. Back to MP. There's a good screen. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
A minute 50 left to play in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. TV's checked in for New York.
Number 8.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. That one goes. Count it.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flows.
Hits the three-point bomb. Simpson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. MP outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Cartwright, the pass to Simpson. 5 to shoot. Kolomak, covered by MP. Good defense by MP. To the middle. And MP throws it down.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kolomak, covered by MP. And the Bulls another 3.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
They set the screen. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Far right with a screen on T. Simpson trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run, please. Thinking about this shot. So sorry. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Knicks.
They're just a far more physical team, and it shows up everywhere, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the battle of possessions along with pretty much every other battle. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got MP, and it's Winston in at the point guard position. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Bullard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A 3 from MP. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Coloma hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He has 6.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's MP for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Sorber with the rebound. Sorber's got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP passes to Winston. MP looking around. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Coloma. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, He's had a rough shooting performance.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And yes, it's good.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. MP outside. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you guys.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected team.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the inside. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's with a wide open look. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's the pick. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Winston. Still scoreless. Count that one.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a huge lead at the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Chicago right now. And the reduction by MP.
Textbook block by MP. He anticipated the shot and was right there at the rim to stop it.
Left side Williams. Back to MP. Down low. Williams. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Knicks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Here's Kolomak. No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Cartwright with a screen on Butler. Here's Simpson. Over Butler. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the New York Knicks. And here's MP for three. And another three for New York.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Kolomak. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The kick out to T. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Bulls making a switch here. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. MP outside. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Kolomak covered by MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Pierce will not go. Well, they're passing to MP. Pass to Teague. Back to MP. From outside the arc. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense.
Pretty cool stuff. We work early on them.
joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at New York, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prized top spot. And of course there's Philadelphia. They're currently 4th.
Well, for the Knicks, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite. And they have not disappointed.
Now, New York starting 5. They've got MP, and it's Sorber in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Noel out there with Klingon. Then there's Edgecombe, and it's Hudgens in at the small forward position. Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Pass to Edgecombe. Lets it fly from outside the arc. Udo no good. And here's New York now. And this team is in a fantastic rhythm right now. They've won 17 straight games.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch these guys. It looks like every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you, it is tough to keep a streak going. There's a lot of pressure.
Noel, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. MP outside. And MP throws it down.
That's on the D there. I mean, you got to push MP further away from the basket or you can expect this to happen.
Pass to Noel. Here's Udo. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Noel can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Klingon. Here's Udo. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Here's Hudgens. Tipped. They retain possession. The Knicks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. MP looking around. Pass to Winston. MP outside. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. MP's got 10 points.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And really, it's a game that will stand out when we look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Ali, we appreciate the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Man, good whistle there.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They set the screen. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Dick. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Teague. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his third assist of the night.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Udo. He's scoreless. The Sixers again can't hit. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Winston, the pass to MP. Fires the three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Here's Edgecombe. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Pass to Mullen. Here's Udo. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. Oh, nice shot by Mullen.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So on the floor for New York, they've got MP, and it's Teague in at the point guard position. McCain's shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Legs, you look at Jared McCain, an NBA frame and a sharpshooter.
And floor spacing is so important in this league right now. So if you can knock down shots and just hold your own in other areas, a coaching staff is going to find time for you.
Burst onto the scene. Now he's a household name.
Absolutely.
76ers trail by 20. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie. Appreciate the update. Pass to Hammonds. Down low. Kicks it out to MP. There's the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Udo. Checked by T. Udo no good. Knicks leading by 23. MP outside. Fires the three. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Dick, he's checked in for the Sixers. Edgecombe comes in for McCain. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Grady Dick.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Hudgens. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mark Williams.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, It's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally the franchise. They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. MP's got 31.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And the basket is good.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Smooth sailing for New York. Teague, the pass to MP. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Judo. Three-pointer, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Now a timeout called by New York. Klingin, he's checked in for the Sixers. Newell comes in for Dick.
Substitution on the court.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Newell, covered by MP. Here's Judo. Off target with the three. Pass to Winston. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one. I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. And so it's MP making things happen for New York. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the New York Knicks.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
Looking at the Knicks, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed. For this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
We've got Edgecombe. Noel out there with Donovan Clingan. And it's Udo in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edgecombe. And the 3 off target.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce. What do you have on Mark Williams?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Knicks about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Even though this is typically considered a moderate time frame to full recovery, he is indeed potentially able to play, so we'll be keeping an eye on him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Pass to Sorber. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Udo. No made baskets yet. Here's Noel. Here's Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Well, one thing's certain about Donovan Clingan. He is going to be a defensive menace for years to come, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he is a 7'2" monster, and he casts a long shadow in the paint. And for his size, he has the agility to hold up better than most centers further out.
Clingan with a screen. Pass to Edgecombe. Lays it up and banks it in. Edgecombe's got his second basket of the night.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
They set the pick, and here's MP from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he's going for the oop here.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Hudgens. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 5. Udo, good. Udo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
They set the pick to the middle. Rejected by Clingan. Pass to Hudgens. 1:25 left in the third. Six to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. From deep, MP. Sure, from 3-point range.
For 3.
MP's got 43 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Udo, good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
MP outside. The 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Here's Udo. He's got 5. Pass to Edgecombe. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. Edgecombe's got 8.
They're having a good half offensively. Shooting over 50% from the field now. Trying to close the gap.
From deep, MP sinks the tray.
Yes, sweet revenge for MP, responding to their make with a clean 3 of his own.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hudgens. The layup off target. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Knicks out in front, running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Butler, Mark Williams out there with MP, and it's Dajay in at the 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Hudgens, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And here's MP from outside. And the Knicks, another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Klingin, he's checked in for the Sixers. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
Now McCain. Outside Dick. Drives to the hoop. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Dick's got his first basket of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And here's MP from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside McCain. Pass to Udo. Outside Dick. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
From deep, MP sends it home from three-point land.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's the 3. Korver with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
And here's MP from outside. Again! What an avalanche!
And that's 70.
He is unconscious.
Oh, man. MP met him at the summit.
That one misses. And some changes here for the 76ers. Newell comes in for Dick, and it's Edgecombe in for McCain. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. To the inside. The Knicks with the rebound.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Right wing. The 3-ball. And again, New York with the triple.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Hudgens. Teague with a rebound.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
There's a screen. Inside. Tipped. Kicks it out to MP. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up. Here's Edgecombe. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.
Just about game time, bring the pain time.
Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this great, we're going to see the speed and the skill. of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Paxson is out there with Buford. And then there's Zachary Rieseshay. And it's Salon in at the center. Now, here's MP. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Novak grabs the board about 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Buford for three. Paxson, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's MP, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
MP answering the call. There's a triple right back at you.
Paxson outside, pass to Buford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot, out to the right wing. Rieseshay, and it's off from three-point range. New York has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Inside, Sorber with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Paxson. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Here's Salon. Taken away. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Sorber.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. MP allowing the play to develop naturally.
Here's Buford. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
MP looking around. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 9 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Paxson outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by MP. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Philadelphia. Pass to Hammonds. And here's MP for three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. So for the Knicks, Gautier's checked in, and it's Teagan for Hammonds. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
The Knicks leading by 9. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Another three for New York.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The Hawks trail by 12. Salon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
He's clearly on the attack, making 6 of his last 7.
Pass to Salon. Now Reza Shea. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And MP throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Paxson. Lays it up off the glass. Paxson's got 7 points.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks lead by 12. For the Knicks, Hammonds comes in for Butler. Then for the Hawks, Novak's checked in, and it's Reza Shea in for Riley. The 3 from MP. Shea's with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They've got MP, and it's Dadier in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's the 3. And it's Reza Shea missing. Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-3 run. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Philadelphia played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Jacks up a 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Shea's. The Hawks again can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
And it's Reza Shea missing. New York's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Down low, Dadier, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Buford with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Novak. No good again that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the 3 ball is good. And that's 31 points for MP.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, Reza Shea. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
No matter what looks they get. They just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. New York ahead, delivering the blowout. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Atlanta Hawks.
I give credit to their opponent, forcing shooters off their spots, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like these guys came in unprepared for that.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
And taking a look at Atlanta, they've looked okay early on. But it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing. Has slowed him down.
New York shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And so in the game for the Hawks, Buford is out there with Paxson. Then there's Ricochet, and it's Zawan in at the center, filling out the middle.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Paxson passes to Buford. A three-pointer off the mark. Buford's gone 1 of 3 on the night. MP outside. There's the pick. To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Atlanta now. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Rizachet wide open. And the three off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The three from MP. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Rizachet. Will it go? And the dunk by Rizachet.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. For three, Paxson. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds got 4 rebounds now tonight. Banks kicks to MP. Latre buries it from three-point range. MP's got 43 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And MP throws it down hard.
What strength from MP, shrugging off the physical defense like it was nothing.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Atlanta making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Free throw good, MP. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paxson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. And the dunk by MP.
Unreal. MP putting the team on his back tonight.
Here is Paxson. He's got 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Sinks that one from the post. Paxson's got 9 points.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
MP outside. To the paint. Here's Thurman. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists here tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The kick out to T. The 3 from MP. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Now here's Buford. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Rizachet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP getting it done for New York. Here's the number you need. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Demon. He's out there with MP. And it's Teague in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Shades. Here's Morales. Just 5 to shoot. He lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's the screen, and here's MP for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 54 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And it goes down 2 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
There's the three, and another three for New York.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Morales. Out left to the wing. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 60.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
For New York, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by Daniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And the thing I've seen...
The Knicks decide to talk it over. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Buford the pass to Paxson. Here's Rizachet. Fires from deep. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they're going to take the second game between these two clubs, just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 left to play in the season series against the Hawks.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Rizachet with it. Over T. The Hawks again can't hit. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This team is...
Nothing built for that. Being specific. Fast and move. ISO.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And here are the new power rankings. Only the first month of the season, but a chance to check out some early returns. You take a look at the Bucks. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Harper, and it's Gonzalez in at the 3. And for the Knicks, they've got MP, and it's Winston in at the 1. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, a special day for players and their families, Grant.
It is. It's just great to have a day to enjoy time with loved ones and just relax. And obviously, BA, I love Thanksgiving because I love to eat.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Griffith. There's a screen from deep. Harper. The rebound by MP. Here's Schwarber. Back to MP. From downtown, drains the triple.
There you go, MP. Show off that range.
Here's Dunleavy. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Out to the wing. Here's Gonzalez. That three's off the mark. About a minute played here so far in the first. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Royal's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Winston. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got his second bucket on the night.
That's a good-looking jump shot there from MP.
Pass to Doyle. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's New York with a rebound. And guys, they're up to 19 straight now. What a remarkable run.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
Here's Griffith. After New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. And Harper gets it to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
From deep, MP. And the Knicks, another three.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Dunleavy from the arc. With the rebound. To Winston. And here's MP. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. MP's got 15.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Spurs trail by 10. Here's Harper. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dunleavy. The rebound by Winston. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-5 run. And he gets it to go.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Harper passes to Dunleavy. To the paint. And he buries his first look.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Keontae George.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
MP shot is good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Harper, coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Pass to Doyle. Miller outside. Here's Harper, down to 5 on the shot clock. The three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
New York leading by 10. MP scanning the floor. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Back to George for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
MP outside. From deep. And the Knicks, another 3.
This is why you've got to love MP. He plays with a real competitive edge and fire.
Here's Harper. And that one good. Harper's got 8. MP getting it done for New York. He put up a jaw-dropping number of 3-pointers. An exceptional single-quarter performance. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of... So both teams changing it up here. They've got MP, and it's Daje in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Harper, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
The Knicks making a switch here. Winston's checked in. Well, every year we see a few teams that exceed expectations, Richard. In your experience, what's the blueprint for an overachieving team?
Well, a lot of times you see new coaching staffs unlocking a roster. Other times it's just healthier bits of competition. And don't forget, health is always a huge component.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Pass to Dunleavy from 18 feet away. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
To the middle. Here's Winston. MP up top. The three is up. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And there's the screen from deep. Harper. And it's New York with a rebound. MP's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Daje. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Daje's got his first basket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 17. Pass to Doyle to win the run. Gets the 3 ball to go. Doyle's got 5 points.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
From deep, MP. And the Knicks, another 3.
And MP is having himself a gang, staying aggressive.
Here's Dunleavy. No points yet. For 3. He can't hit that time. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Knicks out in front, leading by 17. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some
And for the matchup with the Timberwolves, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the New York Knicks. Thanks for tuning in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So on the floor for San Antonio, they've got Harper, and it's Gonzalez in at the three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Griffith. Over to the wing. Here's Doyle, covered by MP. Here's Gonzalez. Clock at 6. From deep, Harper. The Knicks pull it in. Sorber's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Doyle. 3-pointer. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Here's Doyle. 5 points in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And let's check out which teams have been offensive juggernauts the past 10 games. Number 5, the Spurs.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Dunleavy. Still without a bucket. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. From deep, Harper. Sorber with the rebound.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
There's a screen. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Doyle. Here's Harper. 11 points in the game. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Here's MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got 45 points.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Spurs. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place.
Checking out San Antonio, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you guys.
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
George, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Dunleavy. Butler covering. Here's Griffith. Shot from the low post is good. Griffith's got 4 points this quarter.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And here's MP from outside. He got it again! Sensational! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Dunleavy. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Doyle. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP, the pass to Thurman. Back to MP. They set a pick. And there's the drive. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
The Spurs have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Dunleavy passes to Gonzalez. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to Dadier. Back to MP. To the paint. Dadier. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Dadier's got 6.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
They get it again. Here's Dunleavy. And again, unable to change momentum here. Teague finds MP. Here's Thurman. And he makes it on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so it's New York, ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Timmon out there with MP. Then there's Butler, and it's Teague in a 2-guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Count it. Good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
MP outside. Jacks up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. MP's got 57 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
George outside. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, And in some cases, you're talking legacy, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And the Knicks making a change here. Daudier's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Here's Dimon. MP outside. To the middle. Outside for Butler. New York working the ball around now. MP no good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting a solid 47%. Harper. MP with the block. And they get it back. George a screen on Teague. From deep, Harper. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 9 rebounds now.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
And there's a pick. Inside. Here's Dimon. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And that's a great read out of the two-man game for MP.